motions, I do have a question about if Mr. Ward is just wanting to quick claim deed this over, do we move forward with this resolution, then you guys work it out?
I think you do the resolution, I'll give him my contact, and if he's available, we can meet tomorrow if he's still in town, and see that.
Okay.
If David, you have a problem?
Okay.
So are we just gonna walk down these motions then?
Each one.
Sure. And then you guys decide if you want to do a motion on 308 North Taylor.
I'll start with the first one because it's easy.
There you go.
I move to approve a resolution stating that the structure at 434 West Cave Springs is unsafe or dangerous, and directing the structure to be repaired or removed and the premises made safe and secure.
Second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion on that? Or do we do them all?
No, you do each one.
Okay. Any further discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
You're on a roll, kid.
I move to approve a resolution stating that the structure at 1108 Sheldon is unsafe and dangerous, and directing the structure to be repaired or removed and the premises made safe and secure.
Second.
Motion is second. All those in favor on that say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Well, I'm willing to keep going. I move to approve a resolution stating that the structure at 308 North Taylor is unsafe and dangerous, and directing the structure to be repaired or removed and the premise made safe and secure.
Now, you mentioned the, oops,
I thought-
second. before
We
talk.
have a motion, and so now we're waiting for a second.
I'll second so we can talk about it.
Okay.
So I thought that, Scott, you were saying something about you would pencil in 30, the days here that we're talking about?
That was for North Topeka, I mentioned.
Oh, okay, okay.
308 Taylor was the one with the gentleman, the owner, current owner.
Right.
Right.
It's- Ownership's transferred, the owners submitted a plan for.
So how would we do it with 90 days? To give them 90 days to show?
Just a approval resolution, and we'll just modify the resolution, just.
You'll need to,
Make sure.
you'll need to,
I'll withdraw my
Um,
motion.
that'd be fine too.
I'll
Or you
withdraw
can
my
amend your
second.
motion. So someone, if you want to give it 90 days, Scrib, then make a motion as it states there, and then at the end just say
Okay.
amending the resolution to allow for 90 days.
Okay. I move to approve a resolution stating that the structure at 308 North Taylor is unsafe and dangerous, and directing the structure to be repaired or removed and the premises be made safe and secure, and amend it to require the new owner to show progress within 90 days, significant progress within 90 days.
I'll second.
Motion is second. Any further discussion on that? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next.
I move to approve a resolution stating that the structure at 724 North Topeka is unsafe or dangerous, and directing the structure to be repaired or removed and the premises made safe and secure.
I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? I just want to clarify here, Mr. Ward, Scott Rickard is going to get with you and get the information for the deed, and appreciate again you coming down, and sorry about the experience you had, and I appreciate your input tonight, and this will help us with our discussion.
And if I've got other input, if the council commission is willing to listen.
I think at another time we need to get through these resolutions, but I
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
Any further discussion on this? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. And one more.
All right. I move to approve a resolution stating that the structure at 616 West Wanda is unsafe or dangerous, and directing the structure to be repaired or removed and the premises made safe and secure.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. So we'll move to agenda item number 12. Consideration of a request to rezone approximately 78.3 acres in the west half of the northeast quarter of Section 9, Township 26 South, Range 5 East, in Butler County, Kansas, from AR Agricultural Residential to R3 Residential Multiple Family Dwelling District.
Yes, Mayor and Commission, this was an item that was sent back to the Planning Commission that you all heard a few meetings prior. Planning Commission held a public hearing on April 25th to reconsider the rezoning of the area within the yellow boundaries, so proposed rezone area see on the map. They recommended the rezone with a 4-to-1 vote to the City Commission. And in your packet is the Planning Commission memos, minutes from the Planning Commission meeting. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
I'm ready for a motion.
Okay. I move to approve an ordinance zoning certain land in the city of El Dorado, Kansas R1 residential, low-density district, and amending the zoning map of the city.
Second.
Okay. Is it R,
It says R1
it says
residential.
R1,
Yeah.
Oh, it's R3.
it's R3,
Oh,
so
excuse me.
R3 residential multifamily.
You want me to restate that?
Please, yeah.
I move to approve an ordinance zoning certain land in the city of El Dorado, Kansas, R3
Residential multifamily.
residential multifamily, and amending the zoning map of the city.
Second.
Motion is second. Is there any further discussion on this? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right. Number 13, consideration of the Belly Acres Addition plat.
Yes. My eyes are not working that well tonight, apologize. Okay, so Belly Acres plat is outside of the city limits within our ETJ area with Butler County. The plat is creating 5 lots. Just to the west of our El Dorado Business Park and south of the Kansas Turnpike. The plat conforms with the city's subdivision regulations and the county's regulations as well. So tonight, we're just asking you to accept the Belly Acres addition as plat.
I move to accept the Belly Acres addition plat.
I'll second.
Have a motion, a couple of seconds. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign.
Just a curiosity, with it being outside the city limits, what's the,
We have a 3-mile extraterritorial jurisdiction
Oh, okay.
agreement with the county to
Okay.
help us kind of maintain compliance with our comprehensive plan and our growth patterns. And so
Okay.
anything that falls within that, it goes to the county and then it also comes to us.
okay, thank you.
Did I get that right?
Yep, very, and
Wow, what a man!
Plating is very specific too, because it's looking at projections of city growth and easements we may need,
Right.
future right-of-ways, things of that nature.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, agenda item number 14, consideration of an ordinance annexing certain real property generally located on the north side of West Wanda Avenue into the corporate limits of the city of El Dorado, Kansas.
Yeah, so Mayor and Commission petition has been submitted to you all requesting the annexation of vacant land. Here's a conceptual preliminary plat of the area. Hold on. This is our zoning layers map, so this probably being outside of the city limits is currently not in a color, but it would be generally the property from 254 south to Wanda Avenue, and then west to east to just to the west of the Napa Auto Wheat State Reynolds properties. The owner has the intent to ultimately rezone the properties to a mixed use of C1 light industrial as well as R3 and residential.
That driveway's like a, for oil, isn't it? The driveway
Yeah,
that we
that's-
see on the map, that's like a,
Yeah, so there's
For oil or something?
Yeah, there's pump jacks.
Okay.
It is an active oil lease.
so there's no structures or anything?
No.
No.
Okay,
This detention you see right here was an old Butler County sewer lagoon.
Can I assume that in red is Walmart?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can see the scars, there's a number of petroleum pipelines that crisscross the property.
You ready for a motion?
I am.
I move to approve an ordinance annexing land to the city of El Dorado, Kansas.
Second?
Motion is second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Agenda item number 15, consideration of a motion establishing the strategic priorities of the City Commission of the City of El Dorado, Kansas.
City Commission, after having several meetings regarding the commission's priorities, the following exhibit was put together, identifying housing, quality of life, economic prosperity, safety and connectedness, and community beautification as the priorities of the commission, and then within each of those are specific elements that are identified as well for the commission's consideration and approval. Those will then filter through the strategic cycle process for tracking and monitoring, resource allocation, and so with that, we'll take any questions.
Ready for a motion?
I am.
I move to approve the city commission's priorities as presented.
Second.
Motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. There's nothing under discussion items, so we're going to move on to City Commission Advisory Board updates, and we'll start with Commissioner Wilkinson.
I have not had any to report on.
Commissioner Meacham.
I don't have anything, just on the Go Fest, Tabitha, I'm assuming that they got approval from the county and everything's looking good for Butler County, and everything's looking good out there at the stadium.
We're moving forward with plans, yes.
So,
Thanks.
that's all I've got.
Mr. Scribner.
I just have a couple quick things. May 22nd from 5:30 to 7 at Circle High School, there's going to be a meeting about K-254. Of course, they're going to be doing some work down in the Webb and Rock Road area, some pretty significant renovations down there to those intersections, but also looking at doing some other work along the corridor. And so if you're interested in participating in some of those discussions or want to learn more about that, May 22nd, 5:30 to 7 at Circle High School. So that's all I have there. And then just the other thing I wanted to say is I just wanted to give a shout out to our police department. I want to thank them for the work that they do every day. I understand that it's a thankless job, and but their efforts don't go unnoticed. And so I just wanted to thank them for that. That's all I got.
Thanks, Scrib. Commissioner Tedford.
The library board did meet. I do not have the day with me, but their bake and book sales coming up, I think. And their Sloppy Joe dinner as well. So, a lot of good stuff on their website.
Fantastic.
They have a lot of activities for kids over the summer.
They got a lot.
If you have little kids. So.
You got a little.
Yeah.
So a quick EFABC update. So we, at our last meeting, passed the financing plan. It then went to the school board. They passed it there, agreed to those terms. And then the college board agreed to the terms that next Tuesday night. So as chairman of the EFABC, I've signed that. We've gotten it back to Mammoth Construction. They have held off the start date. The initial plan was to start, the day after graduation. But we had some high school track athletes that were going to state track and needed some practice space to make sure. So I think it's 23rd is when they're gonna start. They've started their planning meetings already. There's some conversation happening now. So if you think about where the turf is and what the field and track look like, there's a couple of areas that are grass at the ends. And there's conversation now about working with Mammoth just to get those turf as well, because it's maintenance that we don't need to be doing.
Yeah.
The city and the college did put together the pricing. If we were to concrete all that in, it was like $50,000 or $60,000. Nobody wanted to do that. So, because it's about, I don't know, 1,800, 2,000 square feet at each end, something like that. So anyway, it's moving along in earnest now. The commitment from Mammoth is that everything will be completed and buttoned up and done by August 1st.
Sounds good.
It was a great, I think a great example of good collaboration between the three entities, and lots of good conversation. And so I'm appreciative that that happens, and I know that both the school district and Butler expressed appreciation to the city for doing our part in what we did to help move this along. So, thanks, team. And then before I move on to the city manager report, I would just like to say again, I appreciate Mr. Ward, you coming down, and if you get an opportunity, if you wouldn't mind writing down some thoughts from this, and then it's the stuff that we can revisit at a work session as we move forward. Kind of give us your summary and your thoughts of experiences you've had throughout the Midwest. Hopefully not just exclusive Del Dorado, but throughout the Midwest. So.
It's not. Our minister bought a home via the internet, and man,
So I appreciate you coming down for this.
same deal.
We'll move on to the city manager's report.
So it's Memorial Weekend, which means that pool will open on May 27th. Daily admission will be $2 per day. The pool will be open from 1 to 6 p.m. On Tuesday through Sunday, and it will be closed on Mondays. Depending on the temperatures each day, there may need to be breaks for lifeguards. That will be determined on a daily basis. So the pool, summer is nearly here. Speaking of that, the spray parks, I believe, will be also turned on. Let me click this real quick. I believe they're going to be turned on the same day as well. I believe so. So the 27th, all of our water stuff will be ready to go and operational. Our cemetery staff has been working diligently to get our cemeteries in good order for the Memorial Day holiday. Some cemeteries may not be quite up to the A grade. We are working through the weather, of course, and our part-time staff is still not come from school yet. So once we get in full swing, we'll get all that all caught up. But our limited cemetery staff is doing the best they can with the resources they have, but we will get, again, additional help in a few short days. Just a couple of things. The Utilities Department is finalizing an agreement for the archaeological survey for the Constant Creek Sanitary Sewer Interceptor Project. Once that's completed, we will then get the project off to bid, so we can get that project started very soon. The Central Avenue project is slated to begin on June 1st. Let's see, NOAA Construction will have 2 crews working on that construction project. One will be starting on one end, and we'll be focusing on boring the water main, boring the water main, and the other crew will be working on an open trench, which will involve stormwater improvements as well as the water main improvement. So that will be coming soon to Central Avenue. The most up-to-date information will be on our website. So if you go to eldokis.com, we have a flyer on the carousel that you can click on, and then that will give you up-to-date information on that as well. And City Hall will be closed on Monday for Memorial Day weekend, so just for an FYI on that. We did have minor debris, tree limbs down in some of our parks, but it wasn't anything that was significant. So our crews have been working to get that cleaned up for the holiday as well.
Thank you.
Did you see that limb out in our area?
All right. Is there anything else for tonight?
Looking for a motion to adjourn.
I am.
Oh, I move we adjourn.
Second?
Motion is second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Scott, can you visit with Mr. Ward and get the information?